Well folks, today you catch me walking in a windy field in the middle of nowhere on my own. And this is a great metaphor. I was thinking, what shall I talk about today? But this is a great metaphor for life. So just to give you the all-around picture of where I am, middle of nowhere folks, middle of nowhere. Walking on my own in the middle of a field. And why is this important? Because if there's one thing that life has taught me, that when push comes to shove, you're in it on your own. If you put too much time, energy or effort into building up others in your world, the day may come where they turn against you. That could be your loved ones, your closest, your nearest and dearest folks. The day could come. The love of your life becomes your worst enemy. And I'm at such an age in my life now where my friend network is predominantly a list of horror stories folks, of how their whole world has imploded. Could be a fallout of a marriage, could be the loss of a job, loss of something long term, lots of losses, a few houses lost along the way amongst my good friends. But the bottom line is that the reality crumbles down. Everything will crumble down around you at a certain point. And if there's one thing that life has taught me, it's that this has to happen, folks. It has to happen, because you'll never understand where you are in life, where you are on your journey of personal development, of self-awareness, of personal growth, of Maslow's self-actualization. You'll never know where you sit in that pyramid until the entire foundations of your world collapses around you. Now, I'm not, I have to be careful how I put this. I'm lucky enough, lucky. Now, this is not something that ever feels lucky when it happens to you. But I consider myself, having come out the other side, lucky enough to have gone through this. And what's interesting when I'm talking about this, the wind has suddenly raised up, so I don't know what quality the sound will be on this video. It seems very appropriate that the storm is brewing. The storm is brewing even as I'm talking about this. I've gone from actually quite calm to, oh, I could get wet as well on top of everything. And I didn't even bring an umbrella, but that's another thing. And that's a good metaphor. Sometimes we have to welcome the storm. We have to welcome the rain, because you don't know who you are. You don't know what the purpose of life is until you get to spend time on your own, where your world collapses and you finally get to find out who your real friends are and who your fair weather friends are. And this is like a massive reveal. If this hasn't happened to you, there'll be people in your life that you're giving the time of day now, and somewhere down the line you realise how much time you wasted with people that didn't matter, that didn't care, that didn't have your back. And this is the reality of life for most people, folks. So if you're walking through that storm now, my friend, just know that it might not feel like it. It might not feel like it at the moment. And the odds are you've probably had suicidal thoughts. When your world collapses, it's a tough one to take. But if you bounce, if you find out that you bounce through this, it's one of the best life experiences ever, because there's a fearlessness and a freedom that comes with hitting rock bottom. And there's also an awareness. It's the loss of the rose-tinted glasses of what life's all about, who's who in your world, and what is the purpose of you being on this planet, if there is one indeed. So there you go, folks. This is to everyone out there that's going through a crisis, that's having a tough time right now, that is finding the whole world collapsing on them. It may not seem it right now, but I can assure you this will be, retrospectively, if you get through it, the best thing that's ever happened in your life. So this is my message to you. Keep the faith, my friend, and find out. You will now start to know who your real friends are. And just to reveal those people that this is a diamond situation, just look at it as pure gold, because the cream will always rise to the top. Stay with it, my friend. Keep the faith. Keep faith in yourself. That's the most important thing, because no one else's opinion really matters unless they have your back.